Do you guys remember this clip from Mad Men?
Turns out Israel Tourism is considering becoming a client, and I'm having a hard time getting a handle on it.
And I'm the only Jew you know in New York City?
You're my favorite.
Jesus, Don, crack a book once in a while. I'll say one thing about Israelis. Don't cross them.
Well, those people at the meeting were definitely Zionists.
Zion just means Israel. It's a very old name. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on this, and something feels strange about being treated like one.
I just want to know something about it that doesn't come from some ministry of propaganda.
It's from the episode Babylon, set in 1962, New York City. Don Draper, the main character, meeting with his client slash love interest, even though we know Don was a dog, he's married. But they're having a conversation about his client, Israeli tourism. They're trying to build out the Israeli Riviera. This was actually based on real discussions presented by the Israeli Tourism Board back then. It was a massive public relations campaign to rebrand and make it a tourist destination. The Israeli Riviera. Put a pin in that, because we know that the current American administration led by Donald Trump keeps grooming the public to the idea of a Gaza Riviera. And it's important to note that the proposed Israeli Riviera is actually the area of Tel Aviv. Yeah, there are beaches there, but the Israeli Riviera never took off. But the parallels cannot help but to be made. And now we're living at a time where this aspirational language of tourism is being used to get the public to look past and reframe a place of immense and ongoing human tragedy. So I'm going to pivot again. In 10 years, would you feel comfortable visiting a new Gaza Riviera? Now, I'm sure right now, many of you will viscerally say, absolutely not. But history tells us a different story, a more complicated one about how quickly that never, absolutely not, becomes normal. Have any of you been to the killing fields in Cambodia? The Cambodian genocide, where about 2 million people were murdered, ended in 1979. The killing fields, where over 1 million of those executions took place, were turned into a memorial and became an accessible site for international visitors by the early 1990s. That's just over 10 years. Just a decade between an active genocide and the beginning of organized tourism. This isn't to say that these places are the same, but it's a powerful and sobering reminder to us travelers. The world we visit is constantly being shaped and reshaped by money, politics, and propaganda. So many places that we visit for tourism are actually places of torture to others. And so many people directly affected by that torture are still alive. The history is not ancient. The line between a site of profound tragedy and a destination on an itinerary is becoming blurrier and is shorter than we think.